Oh, and I need a twig. I forgot to get me a twig.
Oh my gosh.
How can I do this? Oh, maybe I'll use this right here. This is a very green one. Very, very green twig, but hey, it'll work.
Hello.
No one said it
Hello.
had to be all dry and pretty.
Make sure it's not hollow. Now, see, that's almost as big as a pencil.
uh, well, I guess my pencils are bigger.
Oh, you're live. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Lana.
Hey guys, girls, guys, everybody. I get in trouble no matter what I say. Okay, I'm gonna chomp away just to see if this cut's good or not. Ooh, shot off into the air. I guess so.
Watch your eyes. Put your safety glasses on.
Yep, I got my reading glasses on right now.
Hey, Lisa. Hey,
How
Kathy.
long did I
Hey,
take?
Linda. Wow, everybody's on time.
Whoa,
Was there a door prize?
what does that mean?
Must be a door prize.
I guess. Whoa.
Whoa.
That cut's pretty good.
Hey, Jude. Don't be afraid. You were made to go out and. Hello, Elaine. Hola, Stasia.
Hola, hola, everybody. Hey, Elaine
Yay.
made it. Good
Elaine's
for
giving everybody
you,
kisses.
Elaine. Yay.
Yay.
She's been having the weather I'm having. I'm
Oh, I know.
sure.
I saw that crap go through Oklahoma.
Yeah, not fun.
Ooh.
And then it really rained after we went off last night. Maybe around 20 minutes later. Well, like when we would have normally signed off, it was pouring. At least it wasn't windy, but it was pouring, you guys.
Hey, Leslie. I was so exhausted yesterday. As soon as you signed off, I shut my computer and I fell asleep in
Aw.
my easy chair, and I woke up this morning in my easy chair.
How many dogs are on top of you? That's the question.
I was out.
Well, I
Oh,
had
Kathy's here partying.
woohoo. Well, I had to run out a little bit in the rain. I had to go to the post office and I had to go pick up some medication. I had to go pick up some books at the library
Oh,
that
Lord.
my husband had checked out and ready to get picked up. He does all that over the internet. So,
So, did you get anything done in your room, Lisa wants to know?
absolutely nothing.
Oh, Elaine said tornadoes everywhere. Been raining on and off for 2 days. Cool and nice now. Boy, hello, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
Marsha's here. Woohoo. Yeah, no, I didn't. This morning, what did I do this morning? I cleaned up all the kitchen. I did wifey stuff today. Cleaned up all the kitchen and then what? I did a load of laundry. Then I came over to the studio and packed a couple of orders. Then I went and dropped them off at the post office and went to pick up my medication.
Ugh.
Did a little bit of real super duper quick grocery shopping just for some staples. Just took, a few minutes. And then zipped over to the library. Then I came home and then I put all the stuff away. And then my husband was doing some kind of sheet metal thing. He's trying to cover up these pipes. It's very complicated. But anyway, um they they froze, the last storm we had. The other storms never froze those pipes or anything the way they were covered. But he figured you just never know. He might have a repeat of last year, so he wanted to do like a super duper cover thing. So we were there playing around with sheet metal and getting a little cover for all that. And then I go, oh my gosh, it's already 6 o'clock. So then I made him supper and then I ran over here. So no, I did not get to do anything. And it looks it. So I
Hey,
think
Artie Dar.
know what I'm going to be doing over the weekend.
Ugh. I'm gonna be enjoying the cool weather.
Yes, exactly.
In
It was
fact, today my internet bleeped or blooped or blipped or whatever it did and knocked me out of the. I couldn't finish my spreadsheet and I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I was like, forget it. That
uh-oh.
just tells me that I need to quit work 15 minutes early today. And I came and got on the couch and I've been covered up by this fat woman, Cantha.
How many times have you washed that thing? Is it disintegrating already?
Hey, CJ. No, it's not. It's so soft
Oh,
and
good,
it's so lightweight. It just, yeah,
good,
yeah.
excellent. I still don't have any in my house. I was thinking the other day, I think I need to order a couple just so I can have some, especially with winter around the corner. I need to have some. I do. I do.
I know Betty took some out of the dryer today and she said, I'm going to fold these up and put them over here in this cabinet and they're all ready for you. I was like, okay, thank you.
And they're ready.
They smell so good when you go grab a fresh one. Oh my gosh. Hey, Pinky. Okay, so how many people made their dilly
Yeah,
bob?
yeah. How many people did your dilly bob?
I know Lisa did too last night, I think.
This dilly bob.
Yep. Jean's sitting in a corner bumbling her lips with her finger. I can't get it.
So what I did, I glued them. Did I glue them on when we were together? I think we did, didn't we? I just didn't close them up because I didn't want them to stick.
Yeah.
And it's very humid here.
Artie Dar made one.
Oh, good. Because see,
Lisa
listen
got
to that.
hers done and installed.
Whoa. Very good. I know, Kathy, I don't have any Cantha quilts. That's the thing. I don't have even one. So I thought, well, that's kind of dumb. I don't have any of those pillows either. I had a couple set aside and someone contacted me. Do you happen to have blah, blah, blah? I go, yeah. So I have no pillows and I have no Cantha quilts.
So Lisa said, do we glue the bottom together?
I didn't. Because then it's not how you, yeah. I guess you, let me think.
I don't think it'll work.
I don't think it'll work. No, don't give me a headache. No, it won't work.
No, because then it won't.
Yeah.
It'll just be a straight piece of paper.
Yeah, and then you'll have to manually fold it. It won't, yeah. So the answer is no. The only thing you glue is to the little hinge. And if you want to glue this end paper so that it doesn't open up, I just put a little bit of glue on the end right on here. Just to
Leslie
close
said
it
she
up.
made one, but it wasn't right. She'll make another one tonight. I would think that you would want to put like some kind of funkadelic on the inside.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think well, I don't think the handmade see the thing I was going to make one with a pretty handmade paper, but that handmade paper, it's like so resilient that when you try to crease it, it doesn't always maintain the crease. That's why I didn't do that's why I didn't make this the pockets out of the handmade paper because it wasn't folding properly. So I thought, well, I'll just use it for the decoration, because it just kept wanting to like, I don't know, it was like bouncy hair or something. It just it would not lay flat. It wanted to have volume.
So what is that?
What?
What do you mean, what?
This?
That.
This is the Chinese
I know what
textbook.
it is, but where'd
Oh.
it come from?
What? I've showed this like 10 times.
Oh, yeah, I know. I remember.
That's why I don't understand your question. Like, what do you mean? What is it? What do you mean? Where did it come from? It came from China. What do you think? Anyway, so yeah, I had thought of making one with those papers, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna waste a big sheet of that pretty paper, and because it's not gonna fold properly. So I said no, no way, Jose. But it would be a good idea, if you painted the inside also, if that's what you wanted to do. Or put in some real thin paper, like some kind of origami paper, glue it onto there. But it needs to be thin.
Lisa wants to make one of those covers for hers. Hey, APG, how are you?
Hey, girl.
That's all right. We quit early because you weren't here last night, so you didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss nothing. We said, man, let's just roll up the carpet. Let's go home. All the fun people are gone, and the other fun people are scratching their head how to do it. So I have this extra one. I was thinking maybe just gluing it onto the front of this one, because I don't have one on the front. That'd be kind of cool there. And then when it gets all decorated, it would look nice.
There you go, Artie Dart. She said she cheated and sprayed the inside of hers.
Oh, see, that's not cheating. I think that's going to look cool. I like that. And then I came back with just my little, whatever kind of metallic you have, if you want that look. And I literally just put some on my fingers and just went along the edges. I'm sure you can see that. I hope you can. I just went along the edges because I kind of like how it looks when you accentuate the folds.
Accentuate the positive.
Yes, ma'am. But that's, purely just, if you want to or not. I put a little bit up here also, and I put it on both sides.
Hey, Shanta.
So
Let's quit working so much, Shanta.
So you guys could do that. It would look cool. Oopsie. I like how it looks when you can draw attention, to the shape.
Rail packs to you too, Leslie.
All right, so I'm going to put a little bit on this one. Some of the gold. And I think I might just glue that thing in.
Hey, 333 Judy 333. Hadn't seen you in a long time. Rosemary.
What?
I just want to make sure you could hear me because I feel like I'm being ignored.
Make up your mind. You want me to shut up and let you talk?
No. Shanta came in. 333 Judy 333 came in.
Well, see, you need to give me signs. You can talk now, Rosemary. Oh, okay. Hello, ladies. I have permission to talk now.
Hey, Jennifer Day.
Can I say hello to Jennifer?
That's your cue.
Okay. So you see, I just smear it on, you guys. Come on, you guys. I like to paint with my fingers. There's a lot of ladies that don't like to do that. So you don't have to. Get your brush. Get your brush out if you don't like to do that.
Hey, Joyce, how are you?
Hello, everybody. Everybody I ignored. I didn't ignore. I just didn't want to get in trouble.
Shanta said, I wonder if that wax paint stuff would work for the gold. What wax paint stuff?
What wax paint stuff? Oh, she's probably talking about, those gilding waxes.
Ah, Judy was lurking yesterday when you showed how to do the fold out.
And yes, those would work. I just don't have any. I think they're kind of pricey for how often I would actually use them. I think they're pretty though.
Oh yeah, the alchemies. Yeah, they would work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
really work. And they're beautiful, but I'm cheap.
Oh yeah, either that or the Inca
Yeah.
Inca
I do have
Gold.
some of those somewhere.
Those will all work.
But as I've, told you at nauseum, everything is all messed up over here. I
Is
don't
it
know
ad
how.
nauseum or ad infinitum?
I don't even know if I know where they are. I mean, I knew where they were 3 days ago, but now that I
Oh Lord,
took everything down, I honestly don't know where they are. They're
forget
probably
about it.
underneath something else. Yeah.
And you filmed how much of this?
How much of what?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. 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 No. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm,
You don't need to see my mess.
mm-mm.
I know a lot of people like to watch other people's messes. I'm one of them. I like to watch other people's messes. I just don't want to share my mess. I'm a voyeur. I'm not a sharer. My dog is really afraid of thunder. And
Oh,
when we were working with that, um,
oh, sheet metal sounds like
yes,
thunder.
oh, he just like had like a heart attack. He came like this to me, hitting me like, "Let me in the house, get me! I don't want to be out here with the thunder." And then I realized, oh yeah, that does sound a lot like thunder.
Yeah, it does.
So I had to put the poor guy in. And then when we during a time we were measuring stuff and we weren't making the thunder noise, then he starts barking like, okay, I want to come out, I want to come out. I said, well, you're only going to be brave for a couple of seconds because we're going to start whacking this thing again.
Casey,
And
Dad.
as soon as we started, oh no, let me in, mom, let me in.
Kathy,
Huh?
I know mine is holding for a second every now and then, but not. It's not like freezing for a long time. Are you still having bad weather?
Right now we aren't.
Okay. No, it's not you, Kathy. It's just happening periodically, though, but not freezing for a long time.
Now, down the line where the lines are, maybe there's some wind or something, or maybe a tree fell over. I'm not sure. But
Oh,
it's all quiet right now.
oh, for a couple of minutes? No. Maybe go out and come back in, Kathy. That's right. Judy says, I love to make messes. I don't necessarily want to share my talent for making them, but exactly.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. I can make a good mess.
My pity is she doesn't like the thunder, but she doesn't really freak out. She just stays close. But I tell
Mm-hmm.
you what, when Betty turns on the vacuum cleaner, she becomes a part of my body.
Oh, wow. Now, see, that's funny because Bus is not afraid of anything else, like, any kind of noises of any appliances or tools or anything. If it doesn't resemble, you know, that sound of the thunder, he's fine.
Oh,
He
she
doesn't even
hates a vacuum.
he doesn't even care that if I chase him with the vacuum. He just starts playing with me. Like, okay, come and get me. And he's our first animal that has not touched a a toy, a ball, a stuffed animal. I don't care what any kind of an animal toy, a dog toy. He has never touched one.
Wow.
And all of our other dogs, it's like, free for all. You bring it in the house and it's like you're giving them a hamburger or something.
Yeah, Sophie is a major toy dog.
Yeah.
She
And
goes to sleep gnawing on a toy.
oh, Sammy won't walk around the yard without a toy in his mouth. He looks like he's got like mental issues, but he will not. He won't go anywhere without something in his mouth. And Junior, Junior was kind of like that too. If he wanted, if he was asking to go out because he heard something out there, he grabbed one of his toys and he ran out there like, okay, buddy, you're gonna look like this when I'm done with you if you come in the yard. But I've never seen Busta touch a toy. Okay, so that's pretty much what I did, guys.
Wow, that's weird, Linda. Her pity don't play with toys for nothing. Sophie is freaking toy crazy. I know yesterday on my way home I was FaceTiming with Betty and we
Mm-hmm.
were talking and I could hear squeak, 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 squeak. And it was consistent and nonstop for like several minutes. And I said, what the hell? And she turned the phone around and Heidi was standing right in front of her chair, looking her dead in her eyes with her squeak toy just staring at her, squeaking it nonstop. Just, I don't know. I don't know. Weirdest thing.
Yeah, they all got their little cute personalities, Okay, so in case you were wondering, how did I finish that other one that's in the other book? That's what I did. On the original sample one, um, you can see here where I put the gold on there on that one. And where's the other one? And also on this one. Okay. Alrighty. So maybe I should just go ahead and glue this one in here. What do you guys think? Huh?
That lady on those couple of pages back, she looks like she's all alone in the night in a thunderstorm.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll have to put her in here with some people. We'll put some other people with her, so she won't
Or
look.
give her a moon or something.
She won't be so gloomy doomy. Well, I haven't decorated.
I know.
I haven't done nothing yet. These are stripped naked.
Pinky loves the color combo.
Oh, thank you.
Aw. Aw.
Oh, it's my favorite. That's why I went, oh. If you've been here long enough, you know what all my favorites are. I don't have no shame in repeating everything. As Susan was more than happy to point out. Are you doing that again? Are you doing that again? I'm trying to clean my glue thing. Hold on. And if you weren't here yesterday, after we fold all of this little slot right here, you cut it back 1/4 of an inch so that when you glue this onto here, you can position it wherever you want it. If you don't cut it, then you're kind of trapped for it to be stuck here on the end. So make that little cut, and then it can go anywhere. I like to center it. I mean, a lot of things I like just all over the place, and then there's other things that bug me. I want them centered. So
that's you.
that's me.
No, I'm talking about because I was watching you on StreamYard and you froze. And then I looked up at I started to say Food Town. What the hell does that have to do with anything? I looked up at YouTube and waited for that moment, and you froze there too. So
uh-oh. Okay, so I'm not freezing on StreamYard, so maybe it's YouTube itself, maybe?
No, you did freeze on StreamYard.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yeah, and then I looked up at YouTube and waited the
Those
5
seconds.
seconds. Yeah. Yeah, but it wasn't long.
Oh, that's weird. Because on my end, well, it could have been when I looked down, but I've been kind of sort of trying to watch, and I wasn't seeing it do that. But hey, it might have done it when I looked down.
Yeah, that's
And
how box.
those of you that like to use tape, you can use tape. I don't know. Things that are going to have a lot of movement, I'm just leery about using the double-sided tape. I don't know. It's just me. Because it's going to get tugged so much. And I just imagine that tape giving way eventually.
Thumb jaw.
Say,
Okay.
say what?
Thumb jaw. Hey, Tamar.
Hey, Tamar. Okay. So that one's in there. Ooh, this is already look like one of Mary's journals. I better shut up about that. Okay. All right, it's already getting a little chunky, you guys.
Oops, I see the thumbs going up.
Uh-oh. Okay. I think this is done as far as adding pages and pullouts and all that. Only thing that's left in all this, obviously, is whatever you're going to do in it or with it or decorate it or glue in it or whatever. So as far as filling this up with the basics, it is done inside. Okay, so having said that, as I scratch my head, as I scratch my
Do,
head,
do, do, do,
oh,
do, do,
Lord,
do.
Lord, what am I doing now? Okay, so we are going to attempt to do this.
Yay.
And it's I know everybody says, oh, it's simple. This is simple.
All right, Jean. Where's Jean?
So I cut it around. I mean, that's what I did. You can do whatever you want. I did it about an inch longer on both ends. Or maybe because once you have it go over whatever it is you're going to have it go over, I just have a little branch here. So if you do it at least an inch, you'll have still a little bit left over because that's going to eat up probably about half an inch going over this. So if you want a lot hanging over, make it an inch and a half so that you have an inch left. Whatever you want to do. Or don't cut it at all. That piece you got in the kit, don't cut it until after you've done all this. So, but because mine's on a big old roll, I need to cut mine. So I'm just going to cut it there. All right. There we go. Oh, and what I did before I put this on there, I did go over this right here with a little bit of, I forget if I use the, hold on. I'm not sure if I use the Stays On or the Distress, to tell you the truth. Whatever you've got, whatever you like, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, it doesn't matter because I can't even remember. But I would do that now because it's kind of tight and awkward to do it afterwards. Oh my goodness. Are you having fun?
That's the freeze frame music for your stream.
I forgot.
Okay, APG, we'll still talk to you. We won't expect an answer back. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Does that mean we can talk about her?
She's going full screen, so that means she won't be at the chat.
Ah.
So you can talk about her, and by the time she runs across the room and trips and gets to her thing to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I can handle that.
So yours is kind of thick.
Yeah, I made this one a little thicker than the other one, actually.
Yeah.
And it squishes down, when you put the pieces parts, the little closures, the expandable closures. So anyway, just depending how much you want, you can
I think
put
that's
that.
what Mary was asking this morning. She says, I don't think Rosemary put a closure on hers.
I'm not a closure person. I know a lot of people want, everybody
I
wants.
don't I don't need closure.
I'm I just don't I don't know. I just don't do that. Just no particular reason. All right. So, oh, you got two sides to choose from. I didn't realize that. Hmm. They're both kind of cool looking.
So put one on one side and one on the other.
See, but then it wouldn't be symmetrical. That would bug me.
Okay.
Okay, let's see where you want to position it. I don't know if I even measured mine when I did it, but I'll let you know where I put them. That was probably an accident, but let's just say the center of the coin is an inch away from the bottom and the top. Oh, that one's already, I can see that one's further. So no, I did not measure. Yeah, this is like an inch and a half away. So do whatever you want, but this is about an inch. This is about an inch and a half.
So are those two coins on the same side?
Are they what?
Are those two coins on that book you already did on the same side?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you had to subconsciously notice that they were different.
I guess. Or I never even flipped it, you know?
Yep.
Okay, so what you want to do is put it in, bring it out. Uh-oh. Hello. Okay. Bring it in, bring it out, and then stick a little piece of wood in there. Or whatever you're using, chopstick, whatever. It don't make no never mind. And that is your first one right there. Okay. That will go right there. And then you do your other one. And just eyeball it because that's what I did, obviously. Whoops. And see, I just put the coin in by backwards. So let's put it this way. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I'm already doing it wrong. Supposed to go in through the bottom. I was wondering what I was doing wrong. Okay, Rosemary, stop it. Lay this correct. Bring this up from the bottom. Yeah, make sure it's laying down or else you're going to make a mess just like I did. All right, so let's put that right there. And let's say we want that about right there. Get your other little piece of whatever. Have it ready. Stick that back in.
Are those disc buttons?
These aren't coins.
They're coins.
Okay, where'd that go? Okay, let's see if it lines up, and if it doesn't, just scoot it down. Yeah, that one's too far up. So let me. Okay. I think I like those about right there. That speaks to me. Okay, so now we're going to get our thread. And before we glue this down, we have to line up your thread where you have that, because that's going to be glued there underneath there, and your other piece will be glued there too. So let me cut a couple of pieces of that, because that's what we'll do next. So, and it's going to go around a couple of times. I'll just do it extra long for now. We'll cut it back afterwards.
And what is the string for? The thread?
That's to close your spine
Okay.
right there. All right. So I just kind of like let it sit right there. And that way I can judge where I'm going to put a little dab of glue, or you can put a little real small piece of tape that won't show. Maybe we'll do that. That way we don't have so much wet stuff going around and slipping and sliding. Let's use, ooh, I never hardly use my double stick. Let's use a little piece of double stick. Let's line it up. Kind of, sort of. It's going to be about right. Whoops. Right there. It sticks good, but it sticks to my finger. That's about right there. It's just to position the, and it's not even sticking. That's why I don't like to use this stuff.
Oh, you need to go read up on Robert Durst so you have something to talk to your friend about when you talk to her again, because he got life without parole today.
Who's that?
That's a guy that his wife disappeared, and then he killed his lady friend of his that was a lady who she really was a good friend to him, and he killed her because she was going to be going to the jury and or going on
Well, I don't know
trial.
if she knows about that. She hasn't
Sure
mentioned.
she does. And
Uh-oh.
he did. I think he's from Galveston right here. Yeah.
Well, they arrested Murdoch today.
I know, I saw that.
Mm-hmm. She called me. That's how I knew. Rosemary, did you see the news? I go, no, what happened? They arrested Murdoch. I said, you said they would. She goes, I sure did. All right. So now we're going to put some glue, and we're going to glue this down. And so what I did, because you're dealing with metal and everything, and not everybody has glue that will hold down the metal. So what I did is I used the fabric tack. You use any kind of, paper glue, and I ran a bead on the whole back side. So the paper is really what's holding down the raffia, is what's holding down these coins. Don't worry about how am I going to glue the coins down, Rosemary. You're not even going to bother with that. You're gluing down the raffia, and that keeps everything in place. All right. Now I left a little gap here just because aesthetically I like the way it looks, but you could have put it anywhere you wanted to place it. So we'll put a little bit of glue back here, and then we'll position it. Make sure you don't put it on the whole thing, because you've got it hanging over on the ends. So kind of remember how far to have your glue go. Have your glue glue. And if you don't go far enough, you can just lift up the little tail and add some more glue.
Yeah, yeah. He killed a guy in Galveston and chopped him up and threw him somewhere.
And how long ago did this happen? And
That
did
was
he
a
get
while
away with
back,
it for a
and
long
then
time?
it was a while back, and then his wife disappeared, like in the 80s or something, and he said I didn't have anything to do with that.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, he just looks like a sleazeball.
He looks like a killer, huh?
Yeah, he's just
He's a stereotype killer.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I put the glue on there. So now, wherever you put your threads, kind of sort of line it up so it doesn't look too goofy. So it doesn't look too goofy.
And the piece de resistance is that Jill Biden's ex-husband had an affair with his wife 10 days before she disappeared.
Uh-oh. What the heck? Okay, I know she does know about that. She'd have told me something about something.
Who,
So I
Jill
might have
Biden?
no,
Oh,
my friend. She would have gone off about all that. All right, so push that down and then leave it alone. Let it dry.
that's a hard part.
I know. I always want to mess with stuff. Okay, and then after it's all dry and everything, then you can cut the tail off to the length that you want. You can widen it out if you want to, spread it out or not, or whatever you
Oh,
want to do. Okay, so let that dry a little bit or a lot. And make sure you really push that down. Because you're going to be messing with these a lot, after it's dry, because that's how you're going to tie this thing off. So make sure it's secure. All right. Okay, so now the way that we're going to connect that to the back. I figured what I would do this one with is just some brads or something, because that's, most of you people have something like these, right? Because if you have a crocodile, you could do something with that to secure it down. I sewed a button on there. Not everybody has buttons and not everybody likes to sew. So that may not be for everybody, but most people, if you have a crocodile, you already know what to do because you've got one. If you sew, you know what to do.
how
And if
did you
you
get a needle through that cardboard?
I did it with a pokey tool first.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
What I did is I lined it up and I got my pokey tool and poked it through
Okay.
both the holes. Yeah. So anyway, so what we're going to do, I think, I got to think this through because I didn't think it through ahead of time. I think we'll use these because most people will have access. If they don't have any, it costs, $1 at the Dollar Tree. They're still $1. And I'll just, I mean, we do have a lot of gold, so it wouldn't look that bad if you left it that way. Um, but it's a little too shiny for me. So you can tone it down, you can paint it black, you can do whatever you want. I think I'll end up painting mine probably black. I'm not sure. Probably. Probably. Where's my black paint? Oh, here's my black paint.
You're welcome, Jamie.
Is she still here?
No, she said back. Thanks
Oh.
for the news updates.
So, Or if you have gesso, gesso might work on here, maybe even better. Black gesso. Probably have to put like 2 coats on it. Let it dry a little bit, and then come back and put some more on there. Do I have black gesso? I gotta look. I think I do have some black gesso.
No gesso.
It's just a matter of do I know where it is? No, I think it's behind me. I haven't moved anything on this section here behind me. Let me look real quick.
Yep, you could use alcohol ink.
Yeah. Yeah. That would look cool. Oh, I do.
Geneva!
Okay, so the second coat, I'll put on my black gesso once that's dry. All right. So we're going to use that. Now, I think what we might do is what? I don't think I have a small, I wouldn't know where it is anyway. Hole punches. Where would my hole punches be? I don't use them very often. See, I don't have, I only have a big one. I wish, oh, wait a minute, this might work. I forgot I had this. It might be too big though. Let's see. Let's see, do I have, what do I have? I have some, I think I have some leftover something that I painted with black. Oh yeah, here's some. Here's my scraps.
I missed that one, Lisa. How are you, Geneva?
Hey, Geneva. Was she gone and she came back?
No.
I'm getting last night and tonight confused. All right, so I have some black cardstock, but I want it to look a little distressed, and I have a little bit of the paper left over that I painted, so I'm going to glue it on top of there. That way it's a little stiff from the cardstock, but it still has the distressed look that I'm looking for. Oh, I'm going to need 2 of these, so.
So you wanted a really big hole.
Say what?
I thought you were talking about like a hole puncher, like a regular hole punch. You said a hole punch.
Oh, see.
But you were wanting a big hole punch. Yeah, a punch. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted a punch, all right. I think I might even do this double. Just to give it a little more pizzazz. I don't know if this is going to work, you guys, but we're going to try it.
Well, it'll give you half a circle.
Because I'm thinking, oh, see, it's not even going through. I should have cut them first. See, look at that. It's not even cutting it.
You know what it is? You were just holding your mouth wrong.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so now I have to go get me some of that cardboard now. Oh. Whoa. Do not glue it ahead of time. If you have one of these, it won't work. Okay, get a little piece of cardboard. I mean, uh-oh, where'd that go? Oh, here it is. I think I have some more. Okay, that is already cardstock. That's the painted stuff. Need 2 more cardstock. And these don't look distressed enough for me. So let's go find more of a distressed area. Okay, that looks better. And okay, I'm happy with that. So let's glue these together. I hope it's worth all this bother. I think I could have had the button sewn on already.
Ugh.
But I'm doing this for you guys that don't like to bring out the old needle and thread. I know there's enough of you. So I'm giving you an alternative. Okay. Yay!
Yay!
Let those dry a tiny bit. The pages.
So my boss is on an airplane headed back home. Yes.
Where's home?
Michigan.
Oh, okay. Glue all over me. Great. So now I have one of these little gizmos. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just saw it. I don't know if this thing works. Uh-oh. I hate getting these things because they don't always want to work. Let's see if that goes through that. Let's see if we can break this. Let's see if we can break this.
Well, at least that one you can
Oh, see, it won't even go through that.
get behind.
I think I don't know. I think this is why I hate these things.
Yeah, they don't last long enough.
I don't. That's why I don't like to. Oh, well, where'd it go?
Did you punch it?
Well, there's the hole. Oh, there it is. Where was it? Oh, but see, it's too flimsy, and that thing will go. I'm trying to build something up to put underneath it to give it a little height. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, never mind. We're off to another plan. We're still using these, but
Lisa said it's like magic. She glued, and then suddenly the circles glued together. Freeze frame.
I'm glad you guys can laugh with me. I hope you're not laughing at me. I guess that's okay too. As long as I give you some amusement, I guess we're okay. Oh boy. All right. So, how are we on this? Is this drying up? It's drying up. Let's put a little bit of gesso on there. Uh-oh. This gesso looks like it's had better days. Ooh, let me start. Okay, problem number 52. Okay, let's stir this up a little bit. I don't think this thing wants to stir up. It's been a while since I used it. Where's my other one? I think I have another one. You won't believe the stuff I've been throwing away. Uh-oh. Well, you would, Susan, because you're good at that too. When you make up your mind, it's just gone.
Oh, I know it.
My husband will say, "What about?" I said, "No, I think you need to leave the room because if you had say so, nothing would ever leave this place." All right, so I'm not going to mess with that because it looks like I'll need to mess with it.
That's
So
like yesterday whenever I came home and found out that I had to put freaking 20 years of groceries in the freezer. And I opened it. I was like, oh my God. I grabbed the bag of chicken nuggets, threw them in the garbage. But it's going, what are you doing? I said, I'm making room.
I'm making room for more stuff.
I will trade the chicken nuggets for the Omaha steak stuff.
So did you make anything from the box yesterday or today?
No. And I was going to go in there and do that.
Did everything fit in the freezer?
Everything fit in the freezer finally.
Well, yeah, after you threw everything out.
And I went in there and I said, so what are we having for supper? Leftovers.
Well, the stuff was frozen, wasn't
I
it?
was like, what? But we got all this stuff. She said, we have, because she made, what do you call those? With the chuck roast shredded au jus beef sandwiches. We had that roast in au jus sauce, and she made a thing of chicken and dumplings, and
Oh
she
my
had
goodness.
all the stuff to make fresh Subway sandwiches in there. And I'm in here wanting to break stuff out. I'm like, I said, well, I'll just eat some cereal then. So Jude has a stupid question, she said.
No stupid questions here.
Did
Maybe
you
stupid
seal
answers.
did you seal your clay beads for the African Kaboodle kit?
I did. I put a little bit of what did I have? Just whatever I had around. I can't remember if I put Mod Podge on it or if I put the little varnish. I honestly don't remember, but I did. I did. Because they don't like to get wet. So if if it's you live in a humid area or if you're working on it and you accidentally, we're always accidentally doing something to something. I would. I did. Okay. So we have to wait a little. Oh, I have this thing. That's what they have heating tools for, Rosemary. Oh my gosh. Okay, watch your ears. Watch your ears. Probably going to go airborne here because they're so light.
Hot. They're hot.
Whoa. Run away.
Hey, Lori B.
Hey, hi, Lori. Did anything else go wrong?
That one was like, whoo, that's hot. And it jumped right across the
It did. It was like, ah! It was like one of those hot tub, hot tub.
tub.
It does get hot though, so be careful, you
Yeah, it
guys.
does.
That doesn't look half bad. I like it. I like it flat. I don't want any sheen on it. Um,
No Charlie Sheen?
no, especially.
Oh, stop it. Martin Sheen?
West Wing, I liked him.
And the,
He was
and,
in West Wing, right?
and the famous brother.
The crazy one? What's his name? Crazier one or as
Emilio
crazy?
Estevez.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking of him. I was thinking of the other one. There's quite a few of them. I forgot. Okay. All right. So if that goes up like that,
I can't think of no more of them.
yeah, it's I can't think of his. I can see his face right now.
Shushin.
He's not famous. I mean, not as famous as his other brothers. He's more famous for being some kind of a goof off. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I forget his name. It'll come to you. I know.
I don't know, but that's a question that will conjure Janice Glines, but I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not an important question, so she probably won't know. Or she doesn't care. Let's put it that way. She doesn't care. Hey, is Round Top? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Is it open? Did they say?
I don't know.
I heard. Where did I hear it? Some video. I don't remember who, when, or what. I wish I could remember who. Anyway, they were mentioning that they were heading to Texas for it, and I thought, oh, I didn't know that was gonna. It was on. It was open.
Let me see.
Or gonna be open. Susan failed to inform me.
Round Top. Let's see. Show dates. Fall Antique Week 2021 is October 25th through October 30th.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah, it's only open those days. But that's the hang on, that's the
I
why is
wonder
it
if Elise is going. I might have to send her some money.
this is tickets. I don't need no tickets.
Well, maybe it's a limited amount they're letting in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the winter antique. That's the antique show, though. That's not the round top thing. That's a
That's something different.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that one is October, and then January 21st and 22nd, March 28th through April 2nd. Yeah, that's not it. But that is a round top.
Okay.
Let me see.
Well, maybe that's what that person was going to.
Yeah, that could be too. Is round top open year round? Uh, Round Top offers a taste of the antique show. The Big Red Barn houses 13,000 square feet. That's what that is the Big Red Barn.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't think that's what she was referring to.
no. Yeah, that's what's going on in Round Top is the fall antique show.
Okay.
Hey, Anne, how are you?
And okay, so you can just open up that little bit of Raffy if you want.
He's got a ticket to ride.
And this one's a little long, but let's see what it looks like without cutting it. If it looks too goofy.
Well, I guess Elisa's not lurking because she would know.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's a little too long, you guys, for my taste. So I'm going to chop that a little bit. That's even a little too, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to leave it right now because I might change my mind. All right. So now what we can do with this one, and we have to line it up, so that your strings are going straight. So you kind of sort of want to, oh, look what I did. I just pulled it out of there. That's what we don't want to do. Hold on, ladies. Hold on. I got to fix this over here.
Oh, nope. It says October 14th through October 31st.
See, that's why I
That's,
didn't want to use the tape. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, that's today. October 14th through Sunday, October 31st. And this is the one, yeah, because they show you the whole big map of, so you can map out your game plan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have to do this close to me over here, ladies. I can't do it in the camera because then I won't be able to see. I'm just sticking some glue back here to reinforce my thread.
I think she already did the inside of hers, Jude. She put what Rosemary has on her cover inside hers.
What are we talking about?
Mary's book.
Oh yeah, she did her cover, her insides. She added.
Anne loves your yins. I didn't know if you wanted me to say that out loud, but
So what I did is, remember I put the tape.
yep.
Don't put the tape. I did the
Don't
tape and it just pulled out from the tape. So I had to lift this up a little bit and put the glue. Do not use the tape. I hate using it. I don't know why I did it. It's my fault.
Yeah, they're twins, Lori.
So this is gonna have to dry a little bit.
I think she's thinking of the Baldwin boys.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Stephen Baldwin and Alec Baldwin and
Oh, that's right. I am
yeah.
thinking of them.
Because I think Martin
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Charlie Sheen has the two twin brothers, Emilio and Ramon Estevez, and I think a sister.
you're 100% right. That's what I was doing. I was confusing brothers.
Billy Baldwin is the one who's kind of
Yeah,
goofy.
that's the guy. It was like, okay.
But he still does some acting. He was on that show, some kind of Netflix series.
All I know is I think he needs, sometime he gets off his meds or something.
Yeah, he could play a little psycho dude.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm sorry, dude, if you're listening. We do like you.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
All right, so I'm not going to be able to do this right now because the glue is wet again, obviously. I had to reinforce that in there because the double stick tape was not holding. It was holding, nothing, this at all. So I had to like lift that up a little bit and put some glue. So no problem. It will all work out. It always does. But we're always fixing things. Why do we have to fix things? Because we made a mistake to begin with. So I don't think any of us do this and don't make a mistake. So we're always fixing something. And of course, sometimes it's not our fault. It might be the product or something. But this time it was my fault. I knew better. Do not put double stick tape. All right. So we're going to let this. So I can't mess with this right now as far as pulling this, but I can still kind of visualize where this needs to go. So you'll do this. You'll just kind of lay that there and make sure you have a pencil. Make sure you have a little pencil and just sort of put a little mark so you know where this needs to end up in the back. Just a little mark. Do the same with this one. Again, we're not doing any measurements because all of us are going to do something different. So no use giving you measurements. All right. So now we're going to make, now whether you put a button or you go ahead and do one of these little doohickeys, now is when you would make your hole. And I just did mine with my,
Crocodile.
no, that was
Nope.
too big. I used this.
Pokey tool.
Yeah, because it's a little narrow. And it was, it's narrow enough that it went right through the hole of the of the buttons so I could punch the holes. That way my needle just went through very easily. And I just tied the knot here in the back. Whoops. Help if you could see. Oops, there we go. Tied the knot. And because it was red, I thought, oh, it's not bad. I think it looks kind of cool. I don't have to cover that up, but you can cover it up with some paper or something if you don't like how that looks. I like how it looks, so I left it. Okay, so now, whoops. So now we'll put a hole. You know, this is going to be a nice sized hole. Whoops. I shouldn't be doing anything today. So maybe I will use the crocodile because it's the same size. You're right, Susan. Because I used this over here, I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah, you're right. I think it'd be a lot easier if I used the crocodile on this. So I wouldn't have to be messing with making sure it is big enough.
Or you could just poke your X-Acto through it.
You're funny. Very, very funny, lady. Okay, now I hope I can see any light over here. I can't see. I can't see my mark. Too many shadows. Too many shadows. I'm having issues, people. I'm going to have to mark that with some white. Mark that with something white so I can see. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can see it. Okie dokie. Thank you for that suggestion. Saved me a lot of effort. Okay, so now you can put those in there just like that. And, you know, if you want to put a little something, something to let it raise up or not, it doesn't matter because you can always turn the paper just a slight and it will go, you'll be able to put the string through there. So I'm just going to leave that as is. I'm not going to do anything to it. That's up, you know, it's just your personal taste, what you want to do. And oops, they fell out. And then I'm just going to just put that down like that. And because I don't really like that, I probably will end up putting some kind of paper or ribbon or a strip of fabric or something to conceal that because I don't like that look.
I did, Lori B.
What'd you do?
Lori B said Popo gave me my very own tutorial on the crocodile way back in the day.
Wow. How cool is that?
That must have been that time that we did a private play day.
So then I'm not going to do it right now because this is still wet and I don't want to, you know, pull the strings out. But then when you go to close this, just kind of press it down a little bit and then you tie that up and then that will secure that. And then as your book grows and your spine grows, if that's what you end up doing, you just undo that and open it up and that allows your spine to grow but not, you know, be flopping in the wind. Okay, so is this clear as mud, you guys? Of how we do this spine? Oops. Which way did I turn now? Okay, here we go. So see, you've got your spine. You've got this secured here. And then as this grows, then you can just loosen up your spine or tighten it up, whichever way you want to do it at any particular time. Any questions? Or forever hold your peace? No.
Lisa can't work on hers because she's having stomach issues.
Uh-oh.
My mama would say, "You need to go poo poo." My mama's cure for everything.
So anyway, once this is dry, it might be dry by the time we're done. I don't know. I just don't want to, push it. Like me, I would do it right now and then make a total mess out of it, but I don't want to make a mess of it in front of you. I made enough messes tonight. But anyway, you get the idea, right? You get the idea. Oh,
So what happens if you don't close your spine?
the what?
What happens if you don't close your spine?
Okay, I'll show you what happens if you don't close your spine.
No, I mean, I'm just wondering what would.
Well, I mean, if you don't close your spine, it does this. it just does that. It's just,
Oh yeah.
it's just kind of
Yeah.
wobbly. And I think if when you don't close it also, you're putting a lot of stress on all of this because of the
Yeah.
weight.
True.
But when you have it kind of snug, the weight is distributed and these things don't fall. So
Yeah.
it just makes it stronger, basically.
Yeah. And it won't tear.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, I'm not gonna do that right now. But then I would do, because I didn't put anything um in between to give it a little height or a little lift for you to put your string. I just kind of curl this up just a tiny bit so that you can go get under it. Just kind of crunch it up a little bit, and then it's real easy. You've got dimension there. It's real easy for you to put your string around there.
That's right. Yeah. Nobody wants a loose spine. Hey, Janice Glines.
Hey, Jazz, we're just talking about you.
You want me to fix you some ginger ale, Lisa?
But we already got the answer, so you
Yeah,
snooze,
we
you
already got
lose.
the answer.
Snooze, you lose. Well, actually, there was no answer. There was a clarification from
It was like
Miss
William,
Coco.
Billy, Stephen.
Yeah.
I think William's the one that's married to China Phillips,
Oh, I didn't know they were.
the daughter of the Mamas and the Papa
Uh-huh.
Phillips. Was she in that group?
Who? Are you singing again?
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
I know that there is pain, but hang on for one more day and you break free from the chain. Wilson Phillips, the group.
Oh, that was her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me clear some stuff away. And please don't ever let me use double-sided tape for anything important.
I just don't like it because I can't get the back off of it.
Yeah, I mean, it serves its purpose, but I see a lot of people use it for everything, and I'm thinking, does the stuff hold up, or maybe you don't use your stuff? I don't know. Okay, let me put this over here.
Yeah, that's who Stephen Baldwin's married to, Lisa, China Phillips.
Okay. Put there. Get my paint off of there. Put it in the bucket. Put it in the bucket. All right. So we're gonna set this aside so it can dry. Never to be seen again. All right. So now, for those of you that got this. Now remember, we're turning it into a journal. We're not, unless you guys also got the unless you guys got the what you call it, the Chinese thread book. You could put it in here obviously if you got both of them. But we're gonna turn this into like a regular journal. I just stuck this in there and then I liked it and I left it. All right. So how many, raise your hand, how many people are here that did not do this last year? I just need to know, do I need to do this? Do I need to start from scratch? Did all of you guys already do it?
Okay, Mary didn't do it.
Okay.
Lisa didn't do it.
Okay.
Allie, who's not here, didn't do it. Kathy D. Raise your hand if you did or you didn't.
Didn't.
Didn't. Okay, Lisa Jameson, Kathy D. We know Mary Attier. We know Allie just bought her first kit, so she didn't.
Okay. Okay. So I think I need to start from scratch then. I think that's the answer. So let me go get my sticks. My sticks are in the other room.
Janice said she didn't do it either, but she's not doing it this year either, so she's cool. Yeah, Kathy D did not.
That's funny.
Uh-oh, Judy. Oh, APG said, I did that one. I actually made it.
I remember. I think she
Leslie didn't.
posted, right?
Leslie didn't, yeah, because I don't remember all you people back then.
Okay, so those of you that got the kit, you've got one that came with 2 holes in the top, 2 holes in the bottom. That's going to be for your signatures. So obviously that goes in the center. And you guys, if you've got sticks, you can make them out of any size, And then we're going to have 4 in the front. It would probably look really cool in just the regular sized popsicle sticks. It'd just be like a little mini book. That would look cool. Jamie should make one of those. All right, so that's enough for our book.
Elaine did it.
Yay! Miss Elaine did it. Woo-hoo.
And Mary's probably wiped out from doing a live stream and hanging out at the craft and chat with Ann Laura all day.
Oh, that's right. She does that, huh?
Yep.
She's tricky. Okay, so now last year when we did this, we put this together with wire. You guys, those that did it, you remember we did wire. We're not doing it with wire this time, because quite a few of you found it difficult to do all the the twisting and turning and all that kind of stuff. So I thought this is a better alternative. I don't know if it's better, but it's an alternative for those of you that found it difficult. So we're just going to do it this way. If you want to figure out how to do the wire one, you'll have to look it up. I have all the video of how to do it.
So Jamie said she made hers 5 on the front, 5 on the back, and 1 for the spine, and made hers wider.
Oh wow, that is pretty big.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's more like the size of a regular journal, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's a regular size. This is more like a traveler notebook size.
But do you notice that Mary keeps saying on her stream that it opens and she's doing her hands like saloon doors?
I know. She says, and it opens like this. No, it opens like a regular book. So it's going to be fun to see what she does.
Yep.
But it could open up that way very easily. All you need to do is get one more over here, and then don't connect it here, and it opens exactly like she says.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, so it can be done that way real easily. Okay, now if I can just remember how I did this. All right, this is what I did. I cut a piece, I don't know how long. You know, no measurements involved. And this is going to be woven up and down, up and down, up and down, up and
Allie, you're
down.
just in time.
Okay. So I'm just going to cut a chunk, and then we'll worry about this later. Don't cut anything yet, you guys. Don't work along with me.
Hey, Clint, how are you? Clint, the gluing gang.
Hey, Clint, you're a gluer.
I see him at Mary's. Hey,
He's a
Clint, I'm
gluer,
Hottie Popo.
and I'm not. Just want to make that perfectly clear. Who
Allie,
to blame?
she's making your she's making your thing.
All right. So you see here.
Bill Clinton's in the hospital since this is a news update tonight.
Oh dear. How many updates are we gonna have?
Well, he's got a blood infection.
Oh, okay. That's what you get, I guess, when you're a vampire.
Hillary did it.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry.
Be nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I hope you guys can see that. This is the center one. And you can start in any direction you want. You know, it doesn't really matter. But I just happen to do it that way because why? I don't know. So so that's what we're gonna do, just because that's what I did. And you can get anything that you have around to, you really, this isn't long enough. You really need to have something that you can lean all these things next to so that it's lined up. Because let me go find something. I'm looking. Oh, here we go. Those other rulers I have, the metal ones, they're so thin that it doesn't hold things in place. So if you have maybe a wood one, it'll keep it in place a lot easier. Okay. So I am going to put and you can put this anywhere you want it. You know, it might make it easier. Let's just do this. Let's put a mark, and that way we don't have to be guessing. Sometimes measurements are our friend. You see how it's even going under that one? This is not.
I was about to say your 6 different links, and then I saw that it went under.
Yeah. It's not cooperating. I think because this might be warped or something. If it can go wrong, it's going wrong tonight. That's okay. Ooh, and this barely fits. Woohoo. Excellent. Okay, now that's just going to sit there like that. Let me get my other one. Is that enough? No, it's supposed to be one more, huh?
Well, if you're doing 4 on the front and 4 on the back and 1 for the spine.
Yeah. Where's my pencil?
That's 9.
So is that right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okie dokie. So let's see, how far do I want to put that back? I'm not really sure. So let me just put, a mark at 3/4 of an inch. Let's just say that. Let's just say it to say it. 3/4 of an inch. And I know it's off because I'm not accounting for that, but you know, or did I? What did I do, guys? No. Okay. Line them up again. Draw yourself a line. Make sure they're all scooted up against whatever you're scooting up against. Draw your line. Do it on the other side. Do it 3/4 of an inch. See what happens, I do these so way in advance that I forget how I like put them together. I have to remind myself, oh yeah, this is what I did. I marked it. So 3/4. I'm sure you'll come up with an easier way to do this, but I like to do everything difficult. Line them back up again.
Really, Allie? If he hangs out in Mary's, that's all he hears is Rosemary. I thought the same thing, Lisa, but I didn't say nothing. Kathy said another pause and rewind video. Repeat. At least you have that option.
Yeah. Okay, so now make sure you put the center one in the center, or else you're going to have the holes in the wrong spot. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on here if it cooperates. Glue right here. I'm going to put glue every other one. I'll just put 2 because I don't want it to dry. And let it hang over a little bit. Put that there just anywhere until you actually glue it. Doesn't really matter. Put that there. And put the other one on top. It gives it, you know, room to You're giving it that space. You need that space. See exactly where that is. Okay.
This would be about the time mine would fall off the table.
Put that there to create the space. Line that up. Get it up close. You can tell by lining up those lines down there if you're even.
Uh-oh, Sophie's on Betty's last nerve. I just heard her say, Sophie, you're about on my last blank nerve.
Line that up. Get that there. Okay. I think we're doing this right. We'll find out pretty soon. And then we're going to do the same with the other end. Same thing, only different.
Sophie, Sophie, Sophie.
And you can alternate it, but that confuses me way too much. You could do it in and out this way and up and down this way, but trust me, my mind does not work that way. I think I'm having issues now.
No, no video with this kit. This is live. Lisa said she knows what she's doing tomorrow.
What's that?
I guess this, when she's feeling better.
Oh, yeah.
And Allie's not opening hers till Christmas, so she has to save the video.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Hers is a gift. And we're just putting these in between here as spacers. We have to come back and glue them down.
And that's all raffia?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't tear?
No, it's very, very strong.
Good.
That's what it's known for.
That kind of sounded like, no, it's very, very strong. That's what it's known for. Stupid.
I didn't go there.
No, it's because you were in your concentration voice when you were answering. I thought it was, but then I was sitting there thinking, this is like crepe paper.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Crepe paper. That's so 70, 80 baby shower.
All right, so now we're gonna glue.
Thank you, Lisa.
Now we're gonna put some glue on this side, and then we'll lay those in between. Oh, I should have flipped it over so that you don't see the pencil mark. I'll do it on the other ones. Doesn't matter that much because we used a pencil, but like if you used a marker or something, it's like, uh-oh. And if you're going to paint it, it doesn't matter. But if you're going to leave it, the wood raw and visible, well, you want to make sure. I'll just go ahead and erase them. It helps me line them up a little bit better too.
It's like one of those bamboo mats.
Mm-hmm. Or Jacob's ladder gone wrong.
Oh, Lord.
We're not going to go there again.
We could.
No, I don't think so. It did work out pretty cool though,
Yeah, it did. It worked.
especially since you had never made one and you were explaining to me how to make one and I'd never made one.
I didn't even know what y'all were talking about until I looked at the video.
That was one of those blind leading to blind nights. And then at the end we could see. I can see.
Anne said one of the greatest set of instructions ever.
That's right. That was so funny.
I had to use my patient voice that night. Dadgummit, no, stupid, no, 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 no.
Can't you hear what I'm telling you? No. Okay. Let's just hope we didn't make a mistake.
Uh-oh. That looks like that little guy peeping over the fence. You know that cartoon?
I know. Okay, so it's all glued together. Yay. And then you can decide if you want to do it or not. You can't see it because I've got stuff glued on here. But whatever side you decide to be the inside, then I glued another piece on another one that I made, I put a piece of fabric across here, just a small piece, the same width of this, just to make it a little more stable on the inside. But you don't have to. I mean, it's there, it's glued, it's not going anywhere. So that's up
Yeah.
to you what you want to do.
Yeah. Kilroy.
Yeah. So I think I'll just bend this over and glue that there. It's there, might as well use it. So this will become my inside.
Yeah, Wilson lurking with ice packs. Wilson. Oh, Wilson. And you're lurking with ice pack. Oh, you got a grandchild headache.
I still might come back in here and put a little strip of fabric, a little accent color, make it look kind of cool.
Cool.
Give it a cool finish.
Look like you need a new bottle of glue.
I've got plenty.
Do you?
Yep.
Good. That's right. Could be my neighbor. That's what he looks like. Peeping over my fence. And I'm like, dude, really? And Betty's like, why you gotta be so rude? I said, because what if I'm out here in my underwear or something?
That's right. Let that set a second.
Yeah, but it'll be good tomorrow, Lisa.
All right. That is the basic construction of this. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. And then I'll go ahead, now that I have my glue out, I'm just going to put a strip of this.
So do you
Or should I go get my fabric right now and do it with my
do
fabric?
you do that before or after the shellac?
The shellac's the last thing.
Oh, so you get the shellac on your fabric?
Well, I didn't do fabric. I didn't shellac the inside on this one.
Oh.
And so it didn't matter the shellac because it was just a paper.
Oh, okay.
So if I did fabric, I would, if I chose to do fabric with the shellac, then obviously I would do well, not so obvious. You can put shellac on fabric and just give it a, a different look. But the inside here is not shellacked at all. So I could put the fabric on here. But the only reason this isn't shellacked is because I put these. If I hadn't done this, I probably would have also shellacked the inside. So there's that. So let me just put a strip here just to make it continuous. Let me clean my glue again. It's getting all goobrified.
Um hello, Annie Mae.
Hey,
She said she was watching the last couple episodes of a really good BBC series with my neighbors. It's The Trouble with Maggie Cole. Fabulous. Available on Amazon Prime through October.
I have Amazon Prime. I should try it. I can watch the whole thing while I'm taking my studio apart.
Is there a lot of sugar in donuts, Janice?
What?
Because Lisa made stuff for strawberry shortcake today, but now she's not feeling like eating it, so she's going to eat it for breakfast. And Janice said less sugar than a donut. I want a maple bacon donut.
Mm.
Yeah, or salted caramel donut.
Ooh, that would be yummy.
Yeah, we have a cupcake shop down the street in the Vintage Park, and they have doggy cupcakes.
What?
Yeah, so I stopped and got um
What's in them?
two for me, two for babe. Is it carob? Carob?
Yeah,
Yeah.
chocolate. I mean, it's not real chocolate, but yeah.
No, yeah, it's some kind of carob, and then it has like some kind of icing on it, and then it has like a little dog bone on the top of the little icing poop on the top.
Oh, and how many of those did you buy?
I bought one for each dog.
Of course. Don't want to play favorites.
You can't. That's like when you go to McDonald's, you gotta buy them all.
Oh my goodness.
A cheeseburger plain.
It was so cute. I went through the drive-through to get some tea at McDonald's today, and on the side of me there, because it has where you can order on both sides on the drive-through, and there was two ladies in the back seat were these two pit bulls, and they were sitting straight up, looking forward, and I mean, they were perfect. They weren't like going from window to window, or no, they were sitting in their seat because I know they knew if they didn't behave, they weren't going to get their hamburger.
Oh no.
They were being really good. Better than most kids I see in in the car. Okay. Okay, okay. And that makes it a little bit more secure. And if you didn't want this woven kind of look, you could just glue strips in the front, strips in the back, and be done with it. But of course, I like to be difficult, and I just like the look of it being woven like that. All right, so now what you would do is get all these marks off of there. Get all the marks off, and don't use an eraser that's black because it just made it worse. Can anything else go wrong? And so now you would put in the front whatever you're going to put. Like if you're going to, uh, if you're to get one of the printouts that came with it, you might want to put it in the front, or you might want to put the napkin on the front like I did. You could do that now. You would be ready to put the napkin on if you're going to decoupage whatever it is you're going to do. So just for the sake of this, let's go ahead and glue this down. And I'm not going to put on the amber shellac just so you can see the difference. this makes it look like the whole, to me, this makes it look like the whole thing is wood. Um, and then when you don't um, put the shellac, it really stands out a lot more, I think. But we'll see what you guys think. I would seal it. I will end up sealing it with a shellac, but it'll be a clear shellac. But you can do it with whatever you have. You can do it with your Mod Podge. You can do it with anything you have. You have varnish. And I'm just tearing this away. You can cut it if you like. I like tearing it. And you can put that down with anything. You can put it down again with your matte medium or any kind of collage medium you have. I've even put it down with a glue stick. So, because once you put the varnish or the shellac over it, that's going to keep it down. It's like glue. So even if you use some kind of glue that isn't that strong, it won't make any difference. All right, so let me get this backing off. And this one, if you've got this napkin, it's got 3 layers, so make sure you get the 2 back layers off, so you're only got the top one, or else you're going to have a mess. Okay, so this is going to be in the front. So whatever you put on here, remember you want to center it, or keep in mind that it's going to be folding on the 4th one. So you don't want to go over unless you're going to have a design that you're going to run all the way through. So just keep that in mind.
Linda, get it at we got ours from Amazon. The amber shellac.
Yeah, you can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, any of those kind of places. Whoops.
But she couldn't find any there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so all right. So I think what I'll do is I'll just get a little bit of what? What will I use tonight? Huh. Well, maybe I'll just put the glue stick. Keep it simple so I don't dirty up all my brushes. Don't worry too much about the white that's showing here, because once you put your whatever it is you're going to seal it with, it kind of sort of disappears. Okay, look, she's coming together. How pretty she is. Okay, let's dry her up a little bit.
You know what? I'm over here trying to find a link for it, and all I got to do is say, Alexa, order amber shellac. And everybody should have it in 3 days.
That's right. And so on this one, what I did so that it would really look like it was part of the wood, I went ahead and after it's dry, don't do it while it's still damp like this. But after it's dry, I ran my nails in here to separate to put a cut of the napkin so that to me it looked, I don't know, I just liked it better because you could see all the lines all the way down. And to me it just gave it a whole different look. But if you don't like that look, well then, just seal it up and leave it in one piece. It's all up to you. All right. And then all you do with the papers and stuff that was in there, you make your signatures however you want your signatures, how big you want your signatures to be. And then all I did was I used the stretchy stuff and hold on. Oh, you can do it in or out. I'll do it this way. And then I just tied these. Tied a knot, and then that's where I slipped in my signature. So the signature that you slip in there, you can have the signature sewn together by hand, or you can stitch it by machine, or you can leave all of the pages in your signature loose. That's up to you. If you're going to turn this into a journal that you maybe paint in or watercolor or do mixed media, you may want them to be all loose. You can pull it out and work on it and then stick it back in. It really depends on what kind of work you're going to do in your journal. So I'm not going to do this right now because I want to seal that up. But just so you know, that's all you basically do. So I wonder if that's dry enough for me to seal it with something. Maybe yes, maybe no. So I don't want it to bubble if it's still damp. That might be dry enough. Now on this one, I had some Japanese stamps that I stamped on here. But if you have
what
some,
that was.
yeah, they were stamps that I had. There's some. I don't think I have any. There's some cool napkins that have bamboo on them. And that would look really cool back here if you put the pieces of the bamboo. I used to have some. I don't think I have any more. I think they're all gone. Okay, so let me see if I have those.
So did you stamp after the shellac?
No, I did it before.
Okay.
Let me go see if I can find those real quick. I think I still have all my Asian stuff together, so I think I can find it. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Yeah, our cat don't have a trunk either.
Oh, here they are. Yay! And let me get my stains on. Do I have black? I thought I. Oh yeah. I was gonna say I thought I had some. Yeah, I was just using it. Is this permanent? Do you guys know?
Hey, Vanessa.
I
I
guess I
don't.
could test it, but
I don't know about that one.
I don't either. We
Is it,
might have to test it.
is it Ranger?
Yeah. So,
Well, it says ink.
well, it could be water soluble.
Well, that's true. What does it say on the back?
No.
It rubbed off.
Ink ideal for stamping cards, stamp blah 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 raising. Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't say. So we'll find out. We'll test it over here. And here is some water. Ooh, I don't know. It looks like it's okay.
Hey, Lucy. She said no, not permanent.
It's not moving though. How come? Here, I'll use it on a sample one here.
Girl, Pinky, you need to make some caldo de pollo.
Mine's permanent.
Vanessa said dye-based ink is perfect for all kinds of paper. It's permanent and has a consistency similar to water, so it dries quicker.
Well, this one isn't bleeding, so I'm happy about that.
Artie Dar says dye is not permanent.
Well,
oh, she said perm is permanent. Dye is not.
well, okay.
I don't know.
Ooh, and I don't have this ink. I think I need a new one.
I think you need a refill.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any more of those. Hold on. I know I don't have any refill. I don't have any. Oh, I have some archival. That's waterproof, right?
Archival?
Yeah, it says waterproof.
Permanent?
Now, see, that says.
Yes, that is.
That one is. Let's see if there's any juice left in this one. I think I need a refill of everything. Oh, that's got ink. You watch. Watch it. Watch it won't be. Oh, it stayed in place just like the other one. I don't know. Okay, so we'll use that. All right, so let's put some stamping down like I did on the other one. I like how that looks.
So what do you do with 3 feet chicken?
Huh?
Pinky. Hey, Adria. I was asking Pinky what she does with 3 feet chicken, but I guess at holiday time you could like feed the whole side of the kids' table with one chicken leg and feed the other side. Bigger eggs and more meat. Yeah, I'd hate to be out in the dark yard and get chased by a 3-foot chicken. Oh, he wants to show them. Oh, they roost at night.
Oh, how cute. Okay, so on the other one, I put some in the front. Maybe I should put a few just on the bottom here too.
Thanks for coming, Jamie. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't trust the chicken. No. I tell you what, those damn ostrich, they're mean.
Oh, yes. Very. So are peacocks. So are geese. Geese are, man, between a pit bull and a geese for a watchdog. I think the geese win. Alrighty. We're getting there. So let's dry that ink up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go see if I have some plain shellac. I think I do. Want to make sure it's dry. Okay. All right. So I'll be back in 1 second. I'm gonna go see in the other room. I know where I have that stuff, if I have some. I know exactly where it should be. Yay, I have some. Okay, here's the clear one. Let me get some stuff out of the way.
Hey, Nancy.
Hmm?
I was telling Nancy hello.
Hey, Nancy. Well, let me find a brush. I don't care that much if it looks on my stuff. That would probably be in the other room. Oh no, here's one. Oh, I know.
She gave me leftovers. Ma'am, she just brought me a hot bowl of chicken and dumplings.
Okay, ladies. So if you haven't purchased shellac before, they have the clear one and they have the amber one. So this is what the amber looks like. And we're going to do the clear. So you can see the contrast. You can see if you haven't purchased it, which one you might want to buy. So let me open this up. Helps if you have a proper opener and don't be using stuff you shouldn't use.
Sophie's looking at my phone and turning her head like, what is that cowbell? That noise you're making when you open that can.
Proper tools do help. And this tends to settle in the bottom. So you do want to stir it. Some people think this has an odor. It doesn't bother me. My husband thinks it stinks. So to each their own. And you can clean it up with soap and water, your brushes or your hands or whatever.
Oh no, Amazon was out of the amber?
Uh-oh.
Or your store?
I like to have a bunch of chip brushes on hand for stuff like this. Because they're cheap. And look what happened.
Oh no.
Look what happened.
Well, because it's not water.
Okay, so now, okay, hold your horses. Now, what's weird is it didn't do that. And I used the same stamp, same ink. It didn't do that over here. So, let me see if I put a regular matte medium, what happens. Might have to put a matte medium, woo! And that's it. And then if you want the amber shellac, do it over that. I don't know what to tell you.
Blow it with your blower.
Say what?
Blow it with your blower.
Blow it with my blower?
Because the longer it dries, the more permanent it becomes. It needs to dry longer.
Oh. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. This is, well, I guess I can. It's the gloss one, so. See, it's not doing anything with, it's not bleeding with this.
I know, but that shellac penetrates the wood.
Yeah, so I'm going to put just over. Now I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, Lordy Lord. Because it's going to, oh, yeah, you know what I'm going to say already. But anyway, let's just seal it with this.
Well, you did a test stick, so put that on your test stick and try it.
Oh, yeah. Where is my test stick? Here we go. Nope, it's smearing it too. That is so weird. I've used this, I don't know how many times.
I meant put the glue over the ink and then.
Oh, what? No, I want, what? Well, I already did it. So either way, we're stuck with whatever happens, happens. This is, we may be finding out a new technique that we really like. That's how they're discovered, They're always by accident.
Like Bob Ross's Happy Accidents.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll dry those up right now. And then I'll have to put something there to cover up that mistake. We have the stuff. Maybe that's where I'll put some fabric. Kept talking about the fabric. And I already know the shellac is going to be absorbed differently where the matte medium is and isn't, but that might make it interesting. It'll be like a resist, from the wood. Still a little sticky. Whee! Did I say hello, Leslie? I forget who I
I
who I
don't
said
remember
hello
now.
to. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay. Okay. It's only popsicle sticks. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let me get some glue off my fingers. That's what happens when you do everything with your fingers, don't you?
That's right. Pinky said it's an Asian eye chart. If you can read the first stick, you need glasses. If you can't read the first stick.
That's a good way to drum up business, huh? Can you read this? Uh, okay, let's go do a section that. Uh-oh. Did I put some on here? Oh, I don't even feel it on there. I missed these two right here. Darn
Oh
it.
no.
Ugh.
I did say hello to you, Suzanne, when you first came in. But I think that's when she had the blow dryer going on.
Or it's when I was freezing. We were having freezing problems. Okay. Now we gotta let that dry.
Hello, Suzanne.
Hey, did Suzanne just get here? All right. So that's going to take some time to dry. So let's just try another one, and let's just see what happens. It doesn't have to be that one. Let's just do this side. Let's just mess up the whole thing.
There you go.
Uh-oh. That one is, oh dear. Okay, well, look, I give up.
It's okay.
It's okay. Just more things for me to cover up and create a new design. But my main
Suzanne,
point,
when you leave tonight, please rewind and see I did tell you hello.
look how the napkin, the white part just disappears. See?
I love it.
It looks like it's painted on there. And so you can see obviously the big difference. This is just natural, and then that's with the amber. Maybe I forgot to seal that one right up there too, because the rest aren't bleeding. So I must have just missed that one also. I was trying to go too fast and I messed up.
Kathy D said it just looks aged.
There you go.
So how many coats do you put on there?
Um, I put at least two, and it dries pretty fast. And if, for whatever reason you've created a lot of bubbles or something, which rarely that happens, if you have a real super, super, super fine sandpaper, just go over it real lightly and wipe it down and then put your last coat. But usually I don't get anything. If I started off clean, I usually don't get anything. So let's dry that off a little bit.
What's a
Uh-oh.
deep sea, Terry?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the amber color. I do too.
Yeah, the amber has got to be my favorite.
The amber makes the better tape.
Yeah, that's true. I like that. I like making mine with the amber. Now, if it was just daytime and I put this outside, it'd probably dry in about 5 minutes.
Wow.
It's pretty quick, but it's pretty damp because it's humid in here. I haven't had the heat or the air on in here, so and it's been raining all day, so there's a lot of moisture in the air, so it might take a little while to dry, but usually it doesn't take that long at all. Still a little sticky. Yeah, still tacky because of the moisture in here. But anyway, so this can help you decide because this, I mean, as far as mixed media prices, this is not expensive. I mean, because you spend 10, 12 bucks on a little jar like that. So this I think cost last time I bought it about 6 months ago. Prices are going up with everything. It was $11, I think. Susan, how much was it? Oh, you didn't find it, did you, on Amazon?
No, it was. I think it was 12.99 or
Okay.
something, or
Yeah, yeah.
$175 for the gallon.
Oh my gosh. No, you'll never need the gallon, you guys.
Yes, 12.99 for a half pint.
Yeah. So you guys know what you pay on your mixed media supplies. That's super duper cheap. And you'll never buy another one because, you know, I'm sure you guys don't do as much as I do. And this thing will last me a year. And I'm using it a lot. So, all right. So there's not much more I can do with this now because, it's tacky. And, but the next thing would be to figure out how to cover up these messes. And then, you would just put your signatures in there. Any questions about this one?
Hey, Riri.
We did a lot of wrong things. I mean, I did a lot of wrong things. Hey, Riri.
It's live.
Hey,
It's not. It's not an edited video.
that's right. You get the truth and nothing but the truth.
It's real life.
You don't want those videos to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing just because they edited all the parts where they didn't know what they were doing. Okay, so I'm going to go over and find me a hammer and close this. And if you're going to be using this like in a half hour or something, all I do is I put this in, wrap some, plastic saran wrap, put it in a baggie just so the air doesn't hit it and it will stay moist for quite a while, even for the next day. So that time that you have to wait between your coats, just make sure you put it in something kind of airtight and you can just come back and use it. When you go to wash it, it just cleans up with soap and water. So no problem. Okay, let me take care of this.
It says 45 minutes between application, but that's probably on a big application.
I think my husband took my hammer.
Oh no!
How dare him? See, he forgets where he puts his, and then he knows where mine are because I put mine away. I think there's another one out here. Oh, I'll use this. I'll use this. Look what I'm going to use instead of a hammer. This will work, huh?
Yeah.
Who needs a hammer? Who needs a stinking hammer? Oh, then. And because when you use that shellac, like when you do your normal paints and stuff, it gets around that rim. So try to clean that rim because you want a nice secure seal because it's sticky and everything. And it kind of starts to evaporate. It will get thick. So you don't want any air in there. Let's just put it that way. You don't want no air in there so it can be smooth when you go to use it.
What was that for, Lucy? For a frisbee or something? She remembers at summer camp they used to weave crepe paper on a paper plate and then shellac it.
Huh. Still kind of damp.
Yeah, it says like 45 minutes between applications.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, so we're done with that for tonight because I don't want to make more mistakes. I've made enough. Let me put this over here.
Do you have shellac in your Etsy?
What's that?
Do you have shellac in your Etsy?
No, why?
Because I heard your cha-ching go off.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. Man, you heard it. That's crazy. Let me see. Do I see it detect a cha-ching? No, I don't see one. Oh yeah, I do see one. Okie dokie. Um, what should we do? This is the time we finished last night. Man,
I
cool
tried
timing.
your own stuff.
What's that?
Kathy said, when I lose something, I only have myself to blame.
I know. Isn't it so much nicer if you can blame somebody else? Holy moly. All right. So we've got okay, we've got all the basics done on both those journals.
Can I?
Yeah, they're done. Unless you guys have any questions. They are done. So, for those of you that weren't here yesterday, I just want to reiterate that I lost half of my videos that I had totally completed for um, the vintage Victorian albums. So I'll be busy finished redoing those over the weekend, and hopefully we'll have all those videos up next week. Um, what else? There's something else I was gonna. Maybe that was it.
So does that mean you have to do a new album?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I gotta do another one. So yeah. Fortunately, one of them, because we're doing two, one of them is intact. The other one is the one that's messed up. So I've got to redo. I got to make another one of that one. So, oh well. C'est la vie. Um,
And you're going to make a supply list or what?
for
The album?
yeah, yeah. I'll and there's nothing that if you make junk journals, there's nothing that you don't already have basically. For the box, the one that we're gonna do the music box with, we put the link in. Was it last week? I think. If you want to get the mechanism for the music box, you need to order that. Um, there's various prices. Just get the cheapest one. I think the cheapest one's like $6 over on Amazon. If you have like a local junk shop and maybe they have some little music boxes, that's cheaper than that, grab it and take that out. If you have one, personally already that, you don't like the box, but you like the songs, rip it out.
Or even those stand-up figurines.
Yeah, like the little ballerinas.
Yeah, or yeah. Jude said, "Is there a limit on your class? She's got to pay for hers next week, but she doesn't have an album yet."
No, no, no. There's no limit at all. What I do is I put them on private on YouTube, so as long as YouTube is around, you'll have access to those videos. So you need, okay, so you need the little music box. I mean the mechanism, the mechanical part of it. If you're making a music box, you don't have to. You just make like a memory boxes in there. And you know, you need some, if you're getting any packages in the mail, save your cardboard. We're going to be using cardboard. Um, what else? That's really about it, guys, as far as putting that together. It's
Glue, paint.
yeah, the basic
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you need your glue. If you have some pretty papers that you like, that you want to do the lining, you know, you can have that, or else you can paint them. We'll do the lining that way. On the other one that we're going to just alter it and turn it into like a junk journal. If you have whatever kind of little scraps of fabric that you have that you would like to incorporate in there, and then again, whatever papers you like to put into your journals, and of course glue. And it's all the basic stuff. If you've made junk journals before, you have everything in your little arsenal. Only thing you probably don't have is the mechanism for your music box. Other than that, and of course, you know, you need you need the album. And you really don't need the album. And I'll tell you why. Johnny made, you know, okay, where'd that go? Hold on. I'll be right back. So if you can't find any of the albums, or if you find them, they're too expensive, because most of them are expensive. Um, you guys that got them from me, I only charged you $10 more than I paid for them. Um, so you got a pretty good deal. But if you go searching, you'll see that they're pretty pricey. Anyway, so this shape right here. I don't remember what she was selling them for, but Johnny had made some. She made them out of, I'm not sure if she did it out of her masonite or she did it with hard cardboard. I don't know. You'd have to go watch her video where she was doing her sale. But she made like the covers all put together. I think she had like a 2-inch spine or 1 3/4, something like that. And then she covered it with fabric. So it looks like one of these, but made out of fabric as opposed to, you know, the celluloid. And she was selling those. So if you can't find one, they're too expensive, you don't want to wait, you don't want to make one yourself, she's got a couple of those. I think she had like maybe 3, and she said she could make another one of each one of them. So that's just another consideration in making, you know, this. I'm not going to show you how to make the covers, because the class is about altering an existing Victorian photo album. So I'm not going to be showing you how to, you know, construct the album and then do something with it. So you have to have an album or get the one that Johnny made. And again, I don't remember what she paid for it. Somebody here might have been at the sale and knows. Oh, Lucy says, okay. Oh, that's right, Lucy. You and I was given the wrong prices. That's right. Now I remember. She's selling them for $40 plus shipping. So if that interests you, you can contact her. They're not in her shop, but if you email her through her shop, she can give you more info about that. Okay. I saw a few over on eBay, but they were a little pricey. They were like 60 something. And you really gotta watch the shipping. Some of them include the shipping. Some of them give you a reasonable price for the shipping, and then some of them almost charge you as much for the shipping as they do for the thing. So be very, very careful. For one that you're gonna alter, I would not pay more than $45, $50 for it, especially if it's not gonna come with any photographs. Especially since you're gonna, alter it and everything. I wouldn't pay any more than that at all. Um, yeah, Canada, no reasonable. It's right. Yeah. So basically, what you're gonna do is, I think I have one that's here. It's falling apart. Is this one already torn apart? No. But so basically, what we're going to do. Put this over here.
No, Artie Dar, you pick your own theme.
Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rip this here. See how this one's falling apart. So we're gonna rip this all out. This is to be ripped all out, and um, you might decide to incorporate a couple of these in the process, like I did with this one. But that's just a personal choice. It doesn't have to be incorporated because some of you bought them and you asked for them to be gutted. Um, like for instance, I used one of those pages here in the front that would hold the photographs. And then I used one just to create, a little bit of interest by doing it in a little kind of a goofy way. And then this one here. So, so we're going to get them, and you can incorporate these in some of the pages if you want, but you don't have to. And see, like this one, this is in such bad shape. I mean, it is really bad. This is one of the ones I'm going to turn into like just a real junk journal. So that'll be fun to play with. So we'll be doing that together. And if you can't find a long one, that's no big deal because you can turn any shape and size journal into the box and with the music box and everything. You don't have to have any particular shape. We'll make it work no matter what.
That's cool.
Lucy's close to the border, so
Yeah, she is.
do you have a P.O. box on the American side, the
There's a
U.S.
delivery
side?
buddy over there.
Yeah, that was a mess though because the border was closed for a long time. So those that were having things sent to their to some P.O. box place in the U.S., they got stuck for a while there. Oh, this thing's a little dusty. It's only probably 120 years old. Oh, it's still closed. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they had opened it like a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it was open to the other direction. Oops, my papers just fell. All right, ladies, do you have any other questions before I leave?
Where are you going?
Oh, probably eat supper.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't have anybody that cooks for me and brings it to my face while I'm doing my live.
Whatever.
Some of us just don't have that.
Oh, Richard does.
Well, that's true. Oh my goodness. Ugh.
Don't be a hater.
No, I'm not.
Just
No.
bring you some too if
It's
you
not being a hater, it's being jealous. There's a big difference.
I know, but she can't.
Oh, look, Lucy's husband's the cook. See, I told my husband, this has been maybe around a year ago or so. And I said, you know what? I said, I'm getting to know more and more ladies across the country through my YouTube. And you know what? The guys really, there's a lot of cooks out there that do all the cooking. And he goes, what? I said, yeah, the guys do all the cooking. And then somebody else would chime in and say, you know, in the chat here that they did something else, whatever it was. Who I don't remember what it would be. And I'd go and tell him, you know what? There's ladies out there whose husband does blah blah blah. And he goes, are you sure they're telling you the truth? I said, yes, they're telling you the truth.
That's right. Look at Nom Nom and Romeo.
Yeah, exactly. And he goes, oh, I don't know about that. I said, yeah, no, really. I said, look at your own sister. Her husband does all the cooking. And he goes, well, that's true. And so I started naming all the people that we know. And he goes, that's true. That's true. So he's been trying to experiment. He does stuff now, and I don't know what the heck it is.
Well,
I
like
don't criticize. I don't say nothing. I go, ooh, that's interesting. That's my answer to everything. Ooh, that's interesting.
like Annie Mae said, all he can eat is string beans and tofu. So what do you want him to
He
make you?
can't eat string beans. He can't even eat legumes. They have too much sugar in them. But the doctor put him on the metformin, and he's doing it gradual. The first 2 or 3 weeks, I forget, it was 2 or 3. It's just one pill. It's a very very low dose, and then the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's two. He's going up to 4 pills, which will be equivalent to like a medium dose. And then he'll just be giving him the one pill that equals all those pills. But so we'll see, and if that works, um, then we'll be introducing. I think next week we're supposed to introduce stuff to his diet. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. Very interesting. Okay, ladies, all I can say is I hope I don't mess up and lose anything else that's of grave importance to us.
Oh no.
And so yeah, yeah. I just got to do it. Ugh. And then I got to clean up all this mess.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Oh boy. I
Anne
might
said
I might take up some pictures of the mess because it's in the mess right now. I mean, it's a mess. Everything.
Anne said
Um
he can now eat one jelly bean.
yeah, probably.
Good night,
Uh,
Suzanne.
Fortunately, he's not really well, the only kind of sweet he likes, like, refined sugar sweets, is he does like his dark chocolate. He loves that.
Oh yeah.
Um, but as far as anything else, like he's not a cookie person. He's not a cake person. He likes brownies. That he could eat a whole thing of brownies. Let me see what else. He likes flan and he
Yum.
likes cheesecake. That's about it. He really doesn't. He's not like me. Put a sweet in front of me and I'll probably eat it.
Oh, Betty too.
Yeah. But he's not like that. I mean, there can be a pie or a cake or something. In the old days, it could be in the house, and he just, he wouldn't even look at it. Me, it's just calling my name, Rosemary. I'm gonna take a bite.
See, that's what Betty's thing is sweets. I could care less.
Yeah, us the regular or special. Well, They're special, but maybe not the special way you think. I put chili in my brownies, and he loves my chili brownies, or he used to, well, he still does. Maybe he can start eating them again.
With or without beans?
What? Yeah, that kind of chili. Wait, I haven't had good flan since. Don't you know how to make it, Terry? You have to know how to make flan.
It's too difficult.
Flan is the easiest thing in the world to make. It was so funny. Okay, how many minutes? We have 4 minutes. Listen. So, before I knew how easy it was, I thought it was really, really super difficult. Okay, so I was visiting a friend. I don't know how many, this is like 25 years ago. I was visiting a friend and I said, "Oh, I wish I knew how to make flan." And she says, "Oh, my mom, she makes really good flan. Let's call her up. Let's make some together." So the guys were out in the yard talking, sitting out there having a beer or something. And we're in the house and we're trying to make the flan. And we didn't, why we just didn't look up for a recipe. Well, it was 25 years ago. So I guess you just didn't go and look it up. We didn't Google it because there was no Google. So she says, "Let's call my mom and she can walk us through it." So I said, "Okay." So she's explaining something to us. Okay, so we do that and then we hang up and then we call her back for the next stage and how to make the caramel stuff and okay, and then we hang up and then so then it's done, it's over and it's cooked and it came out beautifully. And I thought that's all it is. That is so simple. And then we called her mom back up and her mom was all proud of us, that we made the fun. So I said, "Where does your mom live?" And she goes, "Oh, she's in Puerto Rico." So we were busy talking to Puerto Rico while we were way over here in California making flan. So that was my first one, getting a tutorial from Puerto Rico how to make flan. And it's just so easy. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'll probably make my husband some. I'll do that. I think it'll work. Um, do it. Do it.
I
Oh,
thought
boy.
you were going to tell us how to make it.
Oh, you get equal parts of eggs and milk.
Regular
Um,
milk, 2%, whole milk.
whatever you like. It doesn't matter. It comes out the same. I like to use I do put some evaporated milk when I make that because that red flavor of
Oh,
evaporated milk is
yeah.
very distinct. Yeah.
Get rich.
So I use evaporated milk. And sometimes, not always, instead of adding sugar to it, I put a sweetened condensed milk into it. And then you just taste it to see, if it's, the right consistency. And then, okay, before you do all that, you get about a cup of white sugar and you get a Teflon pan and you throw and turn the fire on and heat it up a little bit. Then you throw in on a dry skillet, you throw in
Sugar.
the sugar, the white sugar, and then it's gonna start to melt, and you're gonna get like these little bubbles and little. It's just gonna start to melt, and then you throw in maybe a teaspoon of water to make it kind of start to um melt down a little more quickly and keep that fire kind of like on the low fire and just keep stirring and stirring and it's just going to turn into like caramel but it's going to be you're going to get it out of there before it hardens up but it's going to look just it's going to you're burning sugar and it's going to be all caramelized and then when everything is a consistent kind of color before it gets too thick you pour it on the pan that you're going to cook your flan in and you just throw it there in the pan. Then you mix up all your stuff that I just explained to mix it up, the eggs and the milk and your sugar. And some people put a little bit of cinnamon, some people put a little bit of nutmeg. I didn't put any of that. Anyway, then you throw that into the pan that already has the caramel that you put in there that now the caramel's hard. You can hit it and it's going to break. But when you put the liquid and you put it in the oven and it heats up, it's just like when you put it in the skillet, it's going to get all liquefied again. And then that cooks up into the flan. And then when you bring it out, you let it cool a little bit, not whole thing, but you let it cool down because you don't want the custard to break. And after it's cooled down, you just flip it over like an upside down cake, and all that stuff just oozes all over. And
So you don't put it in a water bath?
no, I
Okay.
don't. Some people, like even when I make regular custard, I don't do that because I'm not a real cook. A real cook would do that, all
Yeah, like
that.
my bread pudding, I put in a water bath.
Yeah. So yes, the answer is yes, you could. But because I don't do that ever, I just don't do it ever. But yes, you could do that. So, and that's pretty much what it is.
Right.
So, oh, that's right. You do put a little bit of vanilla. Well, I don't always. If I put the what do you call it? The sweetened condensed, I don't add vanilla because I love that flavor of the sweetened condensed and the evaporated, and the vanilla just kind of overwhelms those two flavors. But if I don't put those and all I do is put regular milk, yeah, I'll put in the vanilla, and that kind of gives that little taste to it. So, yeah, look it up on the internet. It's super, super easy. They've got hundreds of recipes, and you just put, basically three things. You put sugar, milk, and egg, and whip it all up together, and then make the caramelized sugar on the stove, and that's really all it is.
Yeah, but that's like roux. It's a fine line because it'll go burnt in a minute.
Yeah, well, what's good about it is just, it's on Teflon, throw it in the trash and start all over again with your cup of sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if when you're doing that, it starts to crystallize instead of um
Caramelized.
melting, then your fire's too high and you need to add a little. That's when you add that little bit of moisture from the spoon, the water, like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of water. And that, so if that happens, one or two things, or both, you need to add a little bit of moisture in there, and you need to lower the fire.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah, Terry, go on Food Network and look up Ina Garden, the Barefoot Contessa. Look up her croissant bread pudding. That's what I make. Pow.
Ooh.
Yes, it is so
See, my
good.
husband loves bread pudding. Okay, that's another thing on his list. If the bread pudding is there, I better get a scoop of it
Thank
because when
you.
I go back,
It's
it's
gone.
gone.
Me too.
Yeah,
I will eat that.
yeah.
But
I
it's so
sound like
cool
a
because you
cook.
just,
I sound like a cook that doesn't know what she's talking about, like you.
man, you just cut those croissants in half and open them up and you pour your stuff. Yes.
That sounds
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I better not tell Richard that.
Oh,
I'll wait
man.
till he's on his full pills, and we'll do the test. Yeah, we'll do the flan test first because that doesn't have as much as all that bread and everything else. Okay, ladies, now that I've got your mouths just drooling, look up the recipe. You only need 3 ingredients. Make it. Report back next week.
Eggs, milk, and sugar.
That's it.
Mmm.
Mm. I
Very
know
good.
once you make it, you'll never stop making it. It's so easy.
Hey, babe, you want to make some flan? She told
Oh,
me today,
and
I'm not,
make it in a round tin.
yeah, she
Yeah.
told me today, I'm not making that blueberry dump cake anymore. So if you want to find a new dessert and give me the recipe, I'll make that, but I ain't making that. So I'm like, oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yes, you can make chocolate flan. And then once you've made the flan and you've kind of mastered it, then the next step is you put cream cheese in it and you make cream cheese flan, and you're gonna die. It's so good.
Oh my God.
It is so good. But you have to make the other one first. You can't start big. You got to start small.
No, forget it. I'm already on the cream cheese. Mm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, what order your chocolate from Canada. U.S. chocolate is awful. Yeah, U.S. chocolate is. I use Mexican chocolate. That's the best chocolate. American chocolate, bah humbug. There's like one or two companies that make baking chocolate, and it's not really good. Yep.
Hershey's.
No, is it Hershey's? No, I'm talking about baking chocolate. That's another brand. What's that other brand?
Hershey's makes baking chocolate.
Do they? What's that other one?
That other one is like Baker's or something with
Yeah,
2K
that's
or
it.
something
Yeah,
like that.
almost everybody get bakers, but yeah, they're just as yeah. The quality isn't like yeah.
Oh yeah, we get the Mexican vanilla too in that
No.
big old jar.
That's right. You cooks know. You cooks know the difference. Some people don't know the difference because they don't, cook with it. All right then. Happy cooking.
Yeah, happy eating.
And you guys report. You need to come back next week and let us know how it came out. All right.
Bernard cow butt is good chocolate.
I never heard
I'm
of
not
that.
eating no chocolate called cow butt.
Yeah, calibut.
Oh, calibut.
Calubut.
Cow you butt.
Calubut.
Call you butt.
Don't be call me butt. All right. Good night, everybody. Happy
All righty.
cooking.
Good night.
Good night.